Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Marilyn here. First of all, I want to say thanks to all of you for the lovely comments that you left me in my previous video. I'm still recovering, but at least I feel better, so thank you so much. I have today this Shabby Chic page with a lot of texture that I made with this beautiful kit. This is the November limited edition kit by My Creative Scrapbook. I'm going to use today in this page this paper that is for the 49th and market is in this kit. It's part of the kit. I love all the flower design in this paper, but I want to add some visually interest, so I'm cutting around of some of these flowers and leaves to create dimensions with them. I'm not going to use the paper as it is. I will turn and let the flowers to the left side of my photo, as you see here, and I'm using my craft knife to cut some of these flowers and leaves. I will continue cutting and cutting until I think that I have enough of these flowers in 3 dimensions, because I am planning to add 3D foam tape behind them to create dimensions with these flowers. Okay, I now push with my fingers all the flowers and leaves. Here is where my photo will be, and I'm using a pencil to trace around my photo. I need to know where the photo will be because I'm going to give texture to this area. Here you can see all the cuts that I made to the paper. It looks very nice in person because it gives a other look to all these flowers. Here is where the photo will be, and this is the lovely stencil that comes in the kit. I'm giving textures to this area with modeling paste and the stencil. Love this stencil. I think it's from Rivera, Prima Marketing. And here is the other pencil line, and I'm adding textures like 2 inches above all the pencil marks, because I want the photo like 2 inches around the photo with textures. Well, this is my original idea. You see that I will change everything later, but now I'm going to dry very nice this area because I want to seal the paper and all the stencil work, and I'm applying gel medium. I love this gel medium for artists love because it's very light. It's like a cream, like my face cream. It's very soft, so it's great to apply over the stencil work, and I'm applying over all the flowers to make them sturdy and strong. Here is when I'm going to use now the distress ink. I'm squeeze the pad on this acrylic mat. I'm going to spray a little water. I spray water and mix it. The great thing about the distress ink that are fantastic for creating watercolor effects, and I'm trying to do something here over all these textures. I'm applying with my paint brush this mix of water with inks over all the stencil work. You can also use a wet paint brush to pick up the color direct over the paper and paste as you would with watercolors too, but in this case I apply first a light coat because I'm not sure how much color I want. I'm trying to mix 3 different distress ink, and this color you will find the list of all these supplies in my blog. I will let you in the description box the link to this particular blog post, and you can see the colors that I'm using in this page. But getting back, I'm mixing 3 different colors because I'm trying to give the same colors that the paper has. I love the combinations of corals with lavender and pink in this paper. So I apply, as you see, more than one layers to bring this color to the paper. Now I'm going to make some stamp. This stamp comes in the kit, and I'm using the small leaf. With this distress ink, I stamp randomly with this blue because I want to bring the blue from the paper to this area too. Here's when I decided to add a little of lavender, so I mixed the different tones in this area because you will see that I changed later a little my page. I start with an idea and then I complete and change everything, but now I'm adding the lavender color. I apply the paint direct only with the paintbrush, with a wet paintbrush. I dry everything now, and I want to seal this work here, and I'm going to use the gel medium as because the gel medium acts as resist. So I apply gel medium, dabbing the brush over all the work, and once I cover all the this area, I will let it dry. I paint a piece of cheesecloth with the abandoned coral ink, distress ink, and I cut in pieces, you see, and then I place it around the pencil mark that I have in the paper, and I'm going to start adhering everything here. I also use a piece of the cheesecloth to cover the paper, the negative space here. You see the holes that I left when I cut the flowers, so I will cover all this with the cheesecloth too. I give texture here, and at the same time I cover all the negative space. Here I add a little more of glue in this area, and now I'm going to adhere the photo. I also add a piece of cardboard behind the photo to add dimensions. Sorry. And once I have everything adhered here, I will add the flowers. These are the flowers that comes in the kit. One of the packages are from Prima, and I will start to make my flower arrangement. I cut one flower by half, and now I will start to adhere the flowers here. I'm fraying the cheesecloth. This is my title is chipboard. You receive one full sheet of chipboards that are from the new collection by Fern Studios that is featuring this month in the kit. You will see my next video tutorial with Fern Studio papers, and here is that I'm making the flowers arrangement. And I think that this cheesecloth is too big, so I'm going to cut, in that way it looks more interested. And now I'm going to adhere all the flowers, and I will add flowers in the top corner here to create a balance in my page. Okay, now is when I decide I start to change everything, and I decided to make this fun and easy technique to add textures using a hot glue gun. So I'm creating some lines. Maybe I'm thinking in this moment to the flower stems, and I create many lines here, and once everything is dry, I will apply gesso because I need to see if I like this before I continue adding more textures on my page. So I apply a thin coat of gesso, and I think that I like how it looks. So I'm going to add more of this technique in the other side of the photo. and I will repeat exactly the same. I will add the lines, and then I will add gesso to this area. And I also cover the yellow center of the pink flowers with gesso. I am painting the yellow area because I don't know how I don't like how they look. Now I'm going to add color. I want to mix or try that both texture, the stencil textures and the one that I made with the hot glue looks as one. So I am giving the same technique that I did at the beginning over the stencil work. I'm using the distress ink with water, mix it and paint over both areas. I'm trying to blend one texture with the other to mix both and to try to that they look as one. So I'm painting all the area again with the distress ink and try to blend very well the color here. Now I want to add light on the project, and I love this paint. This is the acrylic paint metallic soft satin, and I will add touches of this paint in some areas. I will start with the stems with all the lines that I made with the hot glue gun, and I apply a tiny of this paint, and you will see that it brings the light to this area. I don't know how to explain you, but it looks so pretty. And I decided to mix with the distress ink too, so I apply a little of some areas of the background. Here is the white paint. This is the white pearl color, and I will do the same. I will add the white paint in some areas to mix and create different shades. I love how the white looks because it's like a, well, like the name says, it's pure, it's pearl. It looks like pearl on the background. It's so pretty. And here's when I add some white paint splatter. I mix white acrylic paint with water and make the splatter randomly around all this texture. Now is when that the gesso is dry, I am paint direct with a paintbrush and distress ink the centers of the pink flowers with this blue distress ink, and now they look like the flowers on the paper. I love it now. It looks more realistic now that with the yellow center that has before. And here's when I add glass bead with gel medium. I apply the glass bead behind the cheesecloth and in between the stencil work and around the glue gun texture that I add. And I also add a few like a spot of glass bead in different area here to create textures. And I will do this around all these area here. I love the glass bead and the texture that it brings to the page because it looks very delicate. And I will continue adding around all these around all the photo different texture with the glass bead. Oh, one important thing that I have to tell you, because my camera turned off and I didn't record the part that okay, once the glass bead is completely dry, I paint it. I use the acrylic paint and I apply a little of soft satin color, but but I paint almost all the glass bead with the white pearl acrylic metallic paint. So it's important that you know that step that is not recorded. Here I apply a little of a white gesso to the flowers, and then I paint. I apply paint to this area between all these textures to add depth. And I don't know, I think that it looks more beautiful with the blue tones in this area. I start with a little, and then you see that I continue add more and more blue because love the balance that it creates with the colors. I mean, at the same time, when you apply the intense blue in this area, all the glass bead pop out. It looks like very dimensional, but it's hard to see through the video or in a photo. And I continue adding more blue. You will see that I'm going crazy with the blue and continue adding, but I think that it looks fantastic. And now I decided that too much blue, I need a little of green, so I use the pistachio with the with a paintbrush, and I do the same technique and I start to apply green in some areas here and there. In that way I create a balance because the paper already has the green leaves, so it looks nice in that way. And I apply in this area here when I made all the cuts, and it creates depth and it looks more dimension. The flowers look super nice with all this green in this area. And that's it. That's what was my video for today. I hope that you like it. Let me know what do you think, and if you like this video, please thumbs up, and I come back soon with other video tutorial using this wonderful kit. Very important, you need to click the bell to receive notifications when I upload my next video, so don't forget to click that bell down below. And remember that in the description box is the link to the kit and to my social media in case you want to see other of my work. I see you soon with other video tutorial. Nos vemos. Bye bye.